Pati Mahadeva ki jai. Dar, just turn this box a little more to medieval. Everybody at this point, let's all stand as we get ready to begin tonight. Put all our hands together. Sajam cha vardi sanyuktam Brahina yojitam mayam Deepam grihana devesham Trailokyatimidapaham Jai Shiva Omkara Hare Shiva Omkara. Everybody. Jai Shiva Omkara Hare Shiva Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Ardangi Dara Karnan Chaturanan Panchanan Raje Hansadsan Garudasan Vrishvahan Saje Shiva Omkara Hare Shiva Omkara Do bhuj char chatur bhuj das bhuj te sohe Do bhuj char chatur bhuj das bhuj te sohe Teen hi roop nirakta Tribhuvan jan mohe Akshamala Bhanmala Mundamala Dhari Akshamala Bhanmala Mundamala Dhari Chandana Mrigamad Sohe Bale Shashidhari Swami Hare Shiva Omkara. Together, let's pray tonight. Om Gajananam. Everybody. Kapeta Jumbo Oma Sutam Sho Namami Viganeshwara Sarvamangalamangalye Sharanye
Trayambike Gauri
Narayani
Namostute
Gurur Brahma
Gurur Vishnu
Gurur Devo
Maheshwara
Gurur Sakshat
Param Brahma
Tasmai Shri
Guruve Namaha
Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody.
Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Prem Subramapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Everybody, please have your seat. Make yourself comfortable. Before we get into tonight's discourse, make sure switch off the cell phone. Sometimes, at the very onset of tonight's discourse, chapter 17, Shatarudra Samhita, Shiv Puran, not 17, 19, sorry. Sometimes when things are going good, we're very happy. And the Sanatanis, the Hindu, very easy to celebrate. Think about home, when birthday come in, when anniversary come in, when we pass the exams, when things going good. Very, very easy. I'll have a prayer, I'll have a satsang, I'll offer a dar, I'll make time to offer my havan. Things are going good. And I don't have to talk about that. Very easy to celebrate. But what about when things are not as prosperous? Quite often in a scenario, Babs, things are going too good right now. When things are better, we'll do prayers, we'll do fasting, we'll put up the flag then. And as a reminder, tonight, in Hinduism, we don't have the devil. In Hinduism, we have God. Good and bad comes from God. And when bad comes, kind of difficult. Imagine we were standing by a coffin. Babs, why did this have to happen to me today? Why do I have to live to see this? If that pundit crazy go say, because I a karma. It might be the truth. But in that hurtful moment, it might be too much truth for the person that digest. When the exams don't go the way, the results don't go the way the child wants. When the marriage started to take a twist or a turn, the person in the hospital, we had some construction going on, and the builder come to say, well, you know, I had to go funeral, and I come from funeral, and I had to go. What happened now? The person went to look for the sick. This is a true story of San Fernando. And the lady, truthfully, one sister went to look for the next sister. The one in the hospital, not looking too good. But the good one went to look for the sickly one. Look how you come now, Gil. You know, we just talk. If the person have a little inca of hope, we just go in the hospital or the deathbed to make sure and kill them. You is Yamraj now. Think what I said. Instead of you go to give them a little hope, oh look, you're looking nice, you're looking glowing today, to give the person a little encouragement. I went to look for them, but we do sometimes realize we roll. Look how you come, eh? And the little hope they had, take it. This sister went and she do just that. Oh God. All the rosiness now. It looked like death coming to look for you. The poor lady, that was it. She started crying in the bed right there. But it so happened the lady went to use the washroom in the hospital and pick up with an infection. 3 days later. Today is what? Saturday? Monday they burn she. Think about that lady children. Think about the conversation just as we go in and start the funeral. Pandit, what is this? The one who was in the hospital, she come out to look for her sister's funeral. And the one who went to look for the sick, look, she going to the house. Where is this boy? What we do to inherit this? How come this happened? Test has really come to good people. You name it, I'm sure you can tell me in your story. In different ways, God just tests you. And if you're careful, you're going to lose faith. Think what I'm saying. When you're in your moment, inside your heart, by yourself, not for people to know. Everybody, when things good, would like you to believe. I, in all these anniversaries coming down the road, Pandit, 35 years on the poster, they just have, celebrating. 35 years we celebrating. As if for that 35 years, then there was never a point, if you're honest with yourself, you wondered if it's going to make the next one. If you understand what I'm saying. How much time with the birthday, with sickness, trouble, difficulty, I wasn't sure I was going to light another candle on that cake. Tests come, bad things just happen to good people. And if, and we discussed tonight, the little boy, we've been, listening to asking all these questions. He asked why these things has really happened. If God loved his children, why does test his children so bad for? So harsh for? He says, Nandi, the same bull we're talking about, he said, tell me, what is this? He says, then you don't understand your Lord Shiva. He said, little boy, Sanakumar, you don't understand how that Shiva is operating and how he is playing in the leela. You hear about Ram leela, Krishna leela. But who is really playing the play is Lord Shiva. He and the goddess just go and tickle everybody. Get some people vexed, get some people sick, get them sad, they're crying. Ram had to go in the forest and cry. And when Sati Devi, everybody they say, well, if he so loved the lady Sati Mata, if that is the goddess, how come she get to burn herself and Lord Shiva allow it? Last night we hear about Akshmala in the Arti, Akshamala, the teardrops of Lord Shiva. If thy Mahadev, if thy Ishwar, how come he let his wife go and burn? And the story starts for that example. When in Ramayana, Sri Ram is crying in the forest, Lord Shiva made a vow long before. If you doubt him, if you doubt Ram, if you doubt Vishnu, you will not have me. I will leave you. I will abandon you. If you doubt, when you have a moment, let me just say, something bad happened in the family or in the home, in your money, and you say, man, you see Lord Vishnu, I don't believe in him. It is working. As you say it, as you believe it, as you live it, Shiva will leave you. So in the forest now, according to Ramayana Katha, Tulsi Krit Ramayana, Sati Devi says, that big Vishnu with the four-handed Satnarayan form, with the Sank, that form incarnate, that nursing form we talked about last night, that vicious form, that violent form, all that power is in this little man called Ram That calm fella smiling so cool and nice, that is the same Vishnu. I cannot believe that. Now look, he there in the forest like a normal man crying for wife. That is the same Vishnu. I cannot believe it. And when Lord Shiva and Mother Sati happen to interact with them in the forest, according to Rama in discourse, he sees the doubt in she mind. And he says, well, go now. I go wait for you under this tree here. You go back and test it. And in that example, Sati Devi goes and looks, takes the garb of Sita Mata, thinking, well, these are man. When you see your wife, you're crying for your wife, you see your wife, he go get happy. He go take the fool. He go take the chain up. And all the tears go stop. Sati Devi takes the form of Sita and goes basically along the roadway. They go bounce up. They go interact. Sri Ram says, Sati Ma looking like Sita. Sati Ma, where leave my friend Shiva? And there the lady realized, oh God, what? This is Vishnu. Look, he see me in disguise and he still recognizes me. Trouble. If you ever go to listen to discourse, and Lord Shiva takes on a role, not like husband, not holding she and hugging she up and, like that type of love. But instead now he becomes like a guru. You will hear that they sit looking at each other and they are discussing the world, discussing Vishnu, discussing the rising of the sun, all kind of katha now. Lord Shiva in that moment says, if you doubt Vishnu, I have to give you up. And this is why he allows Sati to go and burn herself, that whole leela to unfold because of the doubt she once harbored. In this discourse tonight, we're going to touch on some katha that sometime, for some reason or the other, we don't get to hear. How did Ram Janam end? How did Krishna Janam end? Why? Why did Draupadi, when they say they're going to rape she, and they're starting to pull and pull, how did that blessing for that sari, the endless sari, where you know in Mahabharata, how did that really happen? In one discourse, you hear how Lord Shiva is playing in the background, testing the person, and when the trouble really comes, save the person. Before we do so, put your hand together, everybody. Let me do it some. Gauri Shankar Pad Kamala Prema Sahita Hiyale Srimad Shambhu Puranya Ke Bhasha Rachahu Shubha Shruti Sambena Nadi Shiva Samba Sachiranan Niraguna Brahma Vilakayek Vyayami Sukhakan Jahi Ke Maya Paya Jaga Bhaupalan Layo Shambhu Shambhu Jasu Bhala Pavat Gauravado Mata Pita Guru Bharati Veda Vyasa Munesh Prema Sahit Khara Chora Khara Sabhi Nava Ushesh Gauri Shankar Pad Kamala Prema Sahita Hiyale Srimad Shambhu Puranya Ke Bhasha Rachahu Shubham Srimad Shambhu Puranya Ke Srimad Shambhu Puranya Ke Bhasha Rachahu Shubham Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Sanat Kumar says, tell to me, Prabhu, how is it that bad things keep happening to good people? At different time, in different leela, the tribulations that Sri Ram faced, the tribulation that Sita Mata faced, the tribulation and trouble Krishna Bhagwan faced, the Pandavas faced. But you're telling me people like Hanuman are surrounding them, around him. Lord Shiva is sitting in Kailash with one foot folded and the other foot hung, just like how he did there. But in the artist's case in this here is a yogic posture. All still have yoga class in the temple going on, right? The foot is supposed to, the inside of the foot supposed to touch the leg, the inside of the leg. When I sit down on the chair, I just cross my foot like that. But when we use different asana, as you know more than me, Sukhasana, Padmasana, etc., it is basically coming back to when we want to channel different energy. So sometimes you see one of the asana he has, imagine this underneath here is the under your feet. We're not crossing, so we come in like this, and my elbow is your knees now. And the person is Jagawe, different Jap, Shivratri night. And even the posture he has, just as how you see the hand like this, Abhya Mudra. This means from the middle here, the Diksha or the unseen energy is shooting to the person, blessing them, lifting them up. God bless you, you'll pass the exam. God bless you, you'll get the child. God bless you, you'll make the baby, etc. But it means something. In that situation where he's like that, oh Nandi, he's always sitting in that asana on Kailash Parbat. And he's looking on, seeing everything that is unfolding with every individual. Devta, Chiran, Daitya or the demonic people, all alike. All goes to pray to Lord Shiva. And he will shine grace, he will help. And depending on the person's behavior, temperament, he will bring blessedness, like in the case of Nandi and Daka and many other characters. Or he will bring downfall, damage by their own behavior, by their own prayer, such as Tripura, Ravan, etc. As time passes, different people. Please give to me a discourse about Lord Shiva that explains the phenomena that if he is the all-pervading God, if he is looking on at everybody, how does he do it? And why does he do it in such a way that bad still happens to people? Nandi says, you have to understand that he goes to the person to test their resolve. To test what? Their Dharma. You say you are the Hindu. You are the person who does Ganesh Chaut, Ekadasi Brat, for example. When I have prayer, I have to do Surge Puran. I have, when it's full moon, I want to do the Vrat for the full moon Katha. Let me put a little spoke in your wheel. When things are good, you do it. But when you get the chest pain, when money running a little short, when help seems to be dwindling away, and you have to do all the work by yourself, let me see if you're going to still make the Durvasa Mala for Ganesh Baba. Let me see if you will keep to your word. He says you have to understand how Lord Shiva tests the Dharma of people. Let's enter, as he says, please listen to the origin of one of the incarnation of Lord Shiva and some of the work he did in that form. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Come on everybody. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Brahma Putra Bhavaye Ati Durvaye Atri Muni Anusaya Yagya Pradhetam Palakaye Sunadhiyate Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Samba Sada Shiva Tava Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tava Sharanam.
At one point, the son of Brahma, a personality by the name of Atri Muni, he is married to Anusaya Devi. This Anusaya is the same one who tells Sita Mata about the different qualities of her wife in Tulsi Raman. That same person now wishes to have a child. So at this point they go where the Vinda River, Nirvinda River is flowing, and practicing different forms of pranayam, controlling the breath. They engage in tapasya, praying to Brahma to get this son. Ya eka ishwar kinchit karaye mahaprabhu ye meva putra veera ye daitya diddhi par ye nasik ye manas pat jaya bole baba tab sharanam. Jaya bole baba tab sharanam. Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tava Sharanam. They start to pray for this child, but they start to describe. He says the blessed person knows when they're praying. Don't just say the mantra, don't just make the offering, but carefully pray, carefully, as if he's listening, as if he's sitting there listening to your words. He says, give me a child that will have no blemish. Give me a child that will give to me the type of punyam, the type of benefit, not only now, but every choice that child will make will uplift me and the mother. And from the body of this father to be, mother to be, a big flame, ferocious, out of control flame, that started to scorch the earth where they were doing the puja, that started to damage the trees around them, started to damage the mandap. The environment is in trouble. All Indra, all the different devatas, they are worried, and Mother Earth, she goes to tell them, listen, you have to help me. The prayer that these people are doing is too powerful. If it continues, if it goes too long, I will not be able to hold it. Help. Natva nutva ye vidhi eva satatam kilnayat daya he brahman ye ati brahmapad vishnu loke atav jaya bhole baba tab sharanam. Bole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. All the devatas run to Brahma. Brahma takes them to go by Vishnu. They interrupt this prayer. It will cause suffering, will cause trouble. Whenever a person is praying and you have to go and be the one to interrupt that, know that you could get trapped. When somebody is praying, when somebody is doing their offering, when somebody is doing their job, when somebody is doing hawan, wait, have patience. Let that person finish their prayer. Without knowing it, you are going to get problems. For the person who constantly causes disruption when people have prayer, let me say I am the neighbor and I like to play my blaring music hard, and that man sit down in his puja room. Thank you, God bless you for that. That man sit down in the puja room doing hawan, and you like to interrupt that prayer. You will realize what you're doing. But when your body start to twist, when your body start to bend, and you start to want to move your finger and you can't move it, you gotta ask yourself one day, what did I do to get this? When I want to lift my foot and I can't lift it, you gotta ask yourself one day, why did I get this? Why did God allow me to have this? Why is this faith mine? Remember when you used to interrupt people's prayers, pause people when they're trying to do the job and the hawan. and your noise, you're young and you have vibration and you want to cause trouble, the tire in the car had to screech and squeal and burn on the road. Remember those days too. And when time to account, the person who is going to interrupt this prayer, you know, when you watch the Panchmukh Hanuman, it have a form in that Hanuman higher grief. In Trinidad, we don't do that prayers too much. But in India, it's quite popular. It's a form of Lord Vishnu. You know, when they do prayers, children, they see ants reach from nowhere. I don't know where the ants come from. On the bedding. And it is here, they say, leave the ants. When they're taking out the share of food in Shrad, they say one share is for ants. It had a form where Lord Vishnu was resting, chin on a bow. And they needed to wake up Lord Vishnu to fight somebody. So Brahma tells the ants, go bite his toe. Go, wake him up. And the ants say, no. If I go and interrupt him, that dhyan he's doing, that deep meditation, if I go and bite him, every time somebody interferes with somebody who is praying, they get in trouble. I will get a strap. I don't want that. He says, go now, bite the foot. And with the bite, you'll wake up. If you do that work when any type of prayer is done, you will get the first taste of whatever is left on that bid. You will have the dominion over any type of offering or biddy. You go and watch any type of prayer, wedding, funeral, what, you'll see hands reach. From where, I don't know that it's come, but this is where it starts. When they bite the foot, long story short, with the jolt, he jumped, and the chin hit the bow, and the head of Lord Vishnu came out. And in order for him to go and fight bad, they had to put a horse head on the body. Higher grief created there. If you watch a Hanuman and you see the 5 head, this in a nutshell is a summary. This is where it comes from. Knowing moments like that, go and do what? Interfere with those two people. You seeing the veracity of that flame, you want to go and interfere with them, we'll get trapped. Let me go and beg Lord Shiva for some guidance. He is the one who is the Lord of all the tapasya. He will have a way. Tatra tapasvi natyatam vidhi he sura sura ye yati Atri muni vishnave nakha muniya vidhi ye yati tar jaya bole baba tab sharanam Jaya bole baba tab sharanam Jaya Samba Sada Shiva tab sharanam Mahadev opened his eyes and he says, don't worry. I will send Devi to go where Atri is sitting. And from where the spot is, I'm there in the mud. And I will take, you see all that tage, that fire that is burning, I will pull all his energy. It ever happened to you? You ever do prayers? Yes, sometimes you just feel like the energy in this place is going. And then sometimes when you finish doing your prayers, you feel like you're empty, you're drained, you could sleep, you're tired, your body heavy, and you just want to know how. If you could go to the earth, you go down. He says in that moment when he is empty, talk to him. Wake him up from that prayers. It ever happened to you in the morning and your prayers? That is the time, yes, you're getting ready, you're prep, you're singing all your bhajans, everything, chalisa, everything. And that is the time you're just getting most vexed. Check yourself, Shivratri Muni. The time you're going to offer, test this come. That is the time everybody going to, in some way, test you. Where the flowers, where the mala, where the parsad, why are you doing this, why are you dressed yet, why are you bathed yet? And the morning for that prayers, your head going so, ready to quarrel. He says, I will test him. In Atri Muni form, let's give him a blessing. Take away all the energy. He will not be angry. Instead, he will be very calm, very hospitable. And all you go and talk to him then. Tat par vidhiye viprayatam Atri krita jwala Brahmaputro yena vidhi par yena Vishnu Brahm Shivaya Jaya bole baba tab sharanam Jaya bole baba tab sharanam Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tava Sharana. Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tava Sharanam. Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. When he felt weak, Atri Muni is waking up from the dhyan, opening his eyes, still saying the mantra. Me and you, imagine we were doing Havan and the ghee finishing in the bowl. So I want to signal to somebody, get more stuff. Anusaya she's the Naunia, she's the assistant. She will bring and put for him whatever he has to get. So he opens his eye to call for more. And in that moment, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva appear. All the devatas come quick. Dear Father, dear Muni, we've come to bless you. We've come to grant the bhajans that you want. But please, O son of Brahma, please take a break from this dhyan that you are doing. All that you are praying for, say it now. Tell us what you want. He talks about the child he wants. He describes the child. He wants this child and this child must be so. Lord Shiva says, there is no person to describe all that you are praying for. One frame cannot hold all that. Human cannot hold that. He says, because of the strength, the purity of your prayer, know that Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva is going to incarnate. And from your genetic makeup, from the belly of Anusaya, the three of us will take form. As time passed, as Anusaya did conceive and the belly is growing and all that is happening, Chndra, the moon, the ans of Brahma is in her belly. That form you hear a lot about, Dattatreya, with the three-headed form, the three-headed Dattatreya Yoga Center. That Lord Dattatreya, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, he comes in her belly, and Lord Shiva incarnates as the one who is called Durvasa Rishi. He comes as a piece, a part of Lord Shiva. He is the person who tests the Dharma of everybody. And this baby now is within the belly. And as the belly brought forward three of these children that taught and did different leela, O Sanat Kumar, in this form, Lord Shiva went about to do some great miraculous work. He did some very testing moments. And when you look back at the work and the leela of Durvasa Rishi, you will understand how Lord Shiva tests his children. He says, the first one I want to remind you, there was this king, called Ambarisha. In different texts, you'll hear more about this. This Ambarisha was a great bhakt of Lord Vishnu. And he would always do Ekadasi Brat. Now, Ekadasi means on the 11th day after the moon, full moon, new moon. It have 2 in every month. And when the person does Lord Vishnu prayer on this day, they get great amount of blessings. Jaya Ekadasi, Prabodhani Ekadasi, etc. But part of that Vrat is not like how me and you this fast. Wake up in the morning, we hold in from sunrise to sunset, and after sunset we eat. This Vrat says you have to wait for the tithi to finish. So if it is, we start in the morning, when it starts, you're going sometime through the night, and next day, when the tithi going to break, you have to end your fast. Otherwise, continue to fast until the Chaturudasi, which is 3 days later, Chaturudasi tithi comes. So the timing when the person who know about Ekadasi, they just look to see when will the moon stop for the Ekadasi to finish. And they must, if it's water, if it's a little fruit, something, they have to break it on time. Ambarisha is one such person that he knows to do the prayers and finish and wait now calmly. Wait until the Dwadasi or the 12th tithi is coming, when the Ekadasi is going to finish. It so happened, Durvasa wants to test him. And Durvasa reached in the place just as time coming close now to finish a fast. And he says, "O king, you said that you are the servant of prayerful people. I am going in the river nearby to bathe, and I am going to come back, and we will end our fasting for this Ekadasi together. Remember now, you have to wait for me. If you break your fast, I am the guest, and you don't wait for me, as per the rules with the Ekadasi, you are going to get in trouble." Durvasa gone, but he taken long. What will Ambarisha do? Will he end the fast in the timing to hold to the Vishnu, the Ekadasi Vrat, or will he forget the Pandit? Ambarisha is waiting and he watching the time coming. And he begs Lord Vishnu, "Please protect me." Takes one drop of water in the last moment, the minute, and he touch it to the lip. If you ever seen the wedding, how do they take the madhu perk and they touch it to the lip like this? Similarly. He says, "Prabhu, I keep to my word in my vrat, but I'm also waiting. I'm not eating solid food, not because I'm hungry. I'm waiting for Pandit to come back and I'll have meal with him." Pandit come back, and Pandit comes very, very angry. Durvasa Rishi is known for his temper, and he yells at him, "What type of fake, stupid, lying person are you? You told me you would wait for me, but oh, you wanted to break your fast. You couldn't wait." He says, "I'm going to pronounce curse upon you." But in the moment, Ambarisha did not react to the temper. You know, when somebody come at you with rage, you're ready to react. But the person who is doing Ekadasi, part of their vrat, is to remain. Gita says it as well in chapter 12. Even when taunted by the enemy, this person practice balance, equilibrium, non-violence. I'm doing my prayers and I'm going to remain cool even when tested. You ever hear somebody say, "Now is not the time or the place to react or to deal with this type of trouble"? This is not the place to curse and quarrel, take up, cutlass and want to chop. Leave that now. Finish your prayers, we got chop tomorrow. The king, in this moment, instead of trying to plead, me and you maybe we'd a cry, maybe we'd a do it different. The king forget about the words spewing from this angry person's mouth. And he goes to his prayer in that moment and he says, "Lord Vishnu, you have to protect me. You know what I did. You know what I was thinking. Protect me now. Don't let this happen." And as you know how the Indian movie this go with it, throwing the water in their hand and they saying their prayers and they're ready to say the shrap, the Sudarshan chakra comes and starts to circumambulate Ambarisha. So now Durvasa has to pull back because the Sudarshan chakra or the weapon of Lord Vishnu is not letting him do anything. And from the heavenly region, this divine voice says, "Ambarisha, for being honest, for being steadfast, regardless to the test, you are protected by the weapon of Lord Vishnu. O Durvasa, do not transgress against that weapon. It will destroy any person that tries to hinder or harm that person that is devout, that person that is true to their Dharma or their principles." True to their principles? Think what I say. I'm a Hindu, I don't eat beef. But suppose we did do a snack bag. It happened with we already in the temple home. People bring snacks, babs, we bring snacks, alright, no problem. But I don't really have man, that snack looking nice. May I want to go and read in the back of the snack and see beef skin, beef extract, pork skin, whatever. Who gonna know if I eat it? Marshmallow bad? Hindu not supposed to eat marshmallow? I never hear that. Until you realize, oh, beef skin extract. Oh, I'm not supposed to eat it. But who gonna know I eat it? Tanti, I'm gonna, shh, don't tell Tanti. Then you breaking your own principle in that example, a little example. In other religion, let me say Islam, Look how it is. I know what I stand for. Pork, don't come around me with that. I will not buy food in your establishment if you don't have the halal certificate. They have standard. But Hindus somehow tend to flex the rule. You see it coming out of India. I don't eat chicken, but I eat egg in my cake. I don't know how much different level it have, but you know what I'm talking about. It have different compromises that Hindu people make that somehow it's okay. As I said the other night, somebody said to me, you could eat dog and go and do prayers tomorrow. But when you're here, in Gita it says, you stick to your what the scriptural injunction says. What this 21 days, all you understand why we just fast 21 days? Just to recap for you. That is a shortcut, you know. It don't have 21 days nowhere in our text. You know where 21 days come from? In the text, Vishnu Puran, in some part of, how you call it, Narsing Puran? Kurma Puran. It says, if the person eat animal with horn, let them fast for 9 months to get that protein out their body. If the person eat fish, 2 weeks. If the person eat fresh stink meat, rodent, how do you call it, the manico, rat, if you eat a rat, let me just say rat. Because of the intestine, how to describe it, the internals of the organ. Fast for 6 months, and it long fasting. Like if a person has bag what to do, proper fasting. They list it depending on what you eat, the fasting changes. If I happen to consume something with beef, I have to fast for 1 calendar year in order to get that out of me. But then the person says, well, I see for the people who are accustomed with cow, I see when mother make bacha and the milk making, and we abstain because of the colostrum, the milk looking white, but it have everything like blood in it. We're going to hold back for 21 days. If mother could come clean in 21 days, I will come clean in 21 days. 21 days come from that. So where we at right now in Dharma, your Dharma, if I eat frog, dog, fish, snail, octopus, you name it, 21 days as a blanket order. And the 21 days for younger people is very hard. But the truth is, that's a shortcut. If you were to do your vrat, like Pashupati vrat and different things, truly in the correct, just as how people sleep on the ground and fast from husband and wife, they abstain from cursing, they abstain from lying, all forms of, embellishment and all forms of fasting. Do you know if you're doing your Shivratri vrat for the person who like to die and pretend all the gray, in my case right here, think what I'm saying? When you're pretty enough and you're looking nice, it's good. But when you're doing your prayers, you're presenting yourself as truth. Are going to fast from any untruth. So if you'll watch your Lord Shiva and you think, how come Rastafarian come from Lord Shiva worship? That the people in Jamaica who start the whole Rastafarian movement come from the Fatal Rosa, come from Calcutta, praying to Lord Shiva. How did that start? Because Lord Shiva is a person that don't care how they hear home. Me and you have to put relaxer and conditioner and dye and tweak it and tweeze it and all that. Vanity. Think what I'm saying. Present yourself in a particular way. But the person who is agoric or the true follower of Shivite says, you don't have to have that vanity. Be honest. Be comfortable with yourself. This is how God make you. And present yourself to Him in your prayers. Hold to your Dharma. In today's world, you have to understand, just as how we're talking about, Pandit, we are talking about makeup. We're talking about dying here, dying here. Look to talk about. You have to understand that you live in a time where people are adjusting their body with surgery. What about that? If I don't like my lip, I'll make my lip very fat. If I don't like my height, I could cut my shin bone and put in a piece of bone and get taller. Technology reached so far, a man could be born a man but change because of whatever reason and become a woman. When Where is the borderline between, in this point I'm making, where does the line draw for who you really are, the truth, and what you think you should be? Where does the limit be? You have to understand how complex this discussion could become. Think about this. One day I went to do a wedding, I was traveling. And I went to do Matikur. Matikur, translate, Mati is mud, Kurna means to tote. Usually done by women. The ladies' ritual. Somebody who is homosexual, a man, sister married him. Say, but Babs, I want to put on a urni, and I want to do Matikur. More beer than me, eh? Understand what I say? What would you do? You're the adult, you're the grandparent. What do you say in that case? Today, you're seeing it a lot, where the boundaries in your Dharma is being swayed. Everybody could do anything you want now. It is a free fall. There's the danger. When you start to see precedent being set that anybody could do anything, Pandey daughter do the funeral, that means anybody could do anything. You don't know the rules. It have rules where daughter could do it, but it have little stipulation. She's not the first in line. Truthfully, she's the last in the line. It have this person who have priority before she. Did you offer this person to do it? Did you offer that? It have that too. But when your Dharma becomes so flim-flam that anybody come and they say, well, man, I feel we are bound to fast again. Man, I feel we are bound to do the shroud before the wedding. I don't feel we bound to go and do Matikur. I feel we could do anything. Then you would find that as time is passing, your Dharma is becoming washed down. The prayers that you are following, the sanskars that you're doing, is becoming, in a sense, pointless, worthless. You're helpless at doing prayers, but it is helping. I feel like I'm wasting my time. But where it starts? You see, when maybe the mothers, you see in Bhagavad Gita chapter 1, they tell you work for the womb you come from. When is Kali Yuga? Kali Yuga is when the ladies in your home, ladies in your village, ladies in the family start to end up in a way like they don't teach now. Think what I say. If your mother in your house, your mother is the one who don't straighten you and tell you pick up your book, go and light your diya, behave. If that lady say, well, if you don't want to go to school, don't go. You don't want to go to temple, man, you're big, don't go. And you reach, you will never reach here. You will never have the drishti to do better. In the same way, if there's no lady to teach you, I was writing the procedure for what I say in the traditional Sunday morning in the wedding. For everybody here, everybody might face a wedding or a funeral. When it's time to do the Sunday morning, where they're going to fan the lawa, somebody come and say, you are the Hindu. Please tell me how to do that. That's the part they go do the puja for the tasap, and then they will go by the neighbor. And what did they share after they fan the lawa, before they start to dance? Did they share perfume? Did they share hardi? Did they share sindur? What did they share? Me and Una? Only David Tanti and certain Tanti, only them know. But it's your wedding. It's your prayers. Your Dharma done getting weak already. You're done falling. I depending on these prayers to make sure I have plenty anniversary. But when your children sick, when your husband die early, when your money going, then you're going to start to attack the prayers and say, well, where's the sense of doing all of that? But they're working. Then children will say, Ma, you see that pin, that thing you're talking about? You have to understand what you're doing. You're pushing them, do PhD, MSc, BSc, MPhil, everything. And when they come and they ask, say, here now, ma, I see you just put till inside the pin. Now, what you just put it for? Me and now, boy. Then pundit, they say, put it, so we put it. Until you say, well, according to Garud Puran, when Lord Vishnu was sweating like how I was sweating here just now. And from his body, vital, from he make the sun, and the sun come to touch him to bow to his foot. From his face come white till, from his chest and thorax, brown till, from his foot, black till. And he say, wherever me sweat, sprinkle, bad things, bad people, unrighteous things, unrested souls cannot come. So till today in prayers, when pundits sprinkle the rice on the baby under the coffin, wherever you see till, do not come here. When you walk bandit, don't come by your place, put it in your ledge in your window, they can't come. Then you're going to say, oh, that is why. Let me make sure and get. Now I understand the value. But that have to do with providing the foundation for your Dharma. Lord Shiva is the person who is come to test your Dharma. He is going to see what you're going to do. Lord Shiva wants to see what you're going to do. How did he do it again? Do I have time? Yes. Show me an example, Nandi. Don't tell me about man. Man don't know nothing. We just forget. So give me a real powerful example of what this Durvasa did. He says, what about if I tell you where Durvasa tested Sri Ram? Would that be good? Would that be enough? Say, yeah, tell me that. He says, Durvasa is the one who brings an end to Ram Katha, Ram Janam. Lord Shiva had to come, just like in last night with the nursing. Lord Shiva has to come to tell him, oh, time to go back. In this case, he came in a smart way to remind you. If you go and you read Jwala Prasad Ramayana, you'll see it nice. If you go into Tulsidas Ramayana, this is the part where Yamraj wants to come and talk to him. You need to wrap up. You're finished. Ravan is done. Long time. Sita Mata gone. And you still on the throne. Love and Kush married. The granddaughter of Ram is born. And you are still on that throne. That conversation has to happen. And still he's not going. So it so happened that when this talk with Yamraj came, Yamraj come as a pundit. But he wants to take his true form with the bison. But if somebody sees that form, they have to give up the mortal body. So imagine, let me say, this is a room here. Yamraj came and he says, Prabhu, I want to talk to you. And Sri Ram knew what was going to happen. He says, Lakshman, you stand up by that door there and do not let anybody come inside. If they come inside, they will die. He says, no problem. Standing by the door, Yamraj and Sri Ram go inside. And who going to come in that moment? Test coming. When you feel you have control over your life and everything going perfect, correct me if I'm wrong, that is a moment a spoke coming. That is a moment somebody going and get sick. Accident, a piece, and now get to save this piece of money. Yes, boy, God walking. And boom, tire to buy for the car. Where do you expect? Durvasa Rishi reach. Let me hear what's going to happen in this verse now. And he always quarrel. You can't talk to him. Aye Shivaratri Bhambola, Aye Shivaratri Bhambola, Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola,
Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola,
Bola Bola Bhambola,
Bola Bola Bhambola,
Bola Bola Bhambola,
Bola Bola Bhambola,
Aye Shivaratri Bhambola,
Aye Shivaratri Bhambola,
Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola,
Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola,
Ye Naram Rup Ye Ati Pranamam Ye Nai Munisheshwar Shiva Vratahe Sa Yagyayate Lakshman Ye Naye Ati Aye Shivaratri Bhambola,
Aye Shivaratri Bhambola,
Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola.
Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola.
The Muni come and he has to interfere with this meeting with Yamraj. He says, I want to meet with Ram now. Lakshman jumped. Lakshman didn't expect it. It was quiet. Nobody had it. says, Muni, I'm a king now. Lakshman is no longer a prince. Everybody getting a little older. Married, children, etc. Ravan died long time. He says, Muni, the king is meeting with another pundit. He's occupied right now. And I can't interrupt their conversation. Let me help you. Anything you want. You name it, I'll give it to you. He says, no. Sri Ram says, principle now, Dharma. Sri Ram says, any time somebody interfere with praying people, he will stand up for the praying person. He'll stand up for the victim. He'll stand up for the wronged one. And I want to meet with him right now. If you do not let me meet with him, I am going to put a shrap, a damning shrap on your family. Lakshman, that name. Laksh means very rapid, quick. You know, it has some children. Me know where the mouth is getting words from. As you tell them something, they have an answer for you. What if they're smart and they could pick up with a little story? Ma, I didn't do it, he do it. Who teach you that? Not the one who they say, not. Lakshman is the person who could think quick. Chew and walk, as they would say. He says, if I let this pundit go inside that room and see Yamraj, I would be the person to cause the death of this great pundit. And then I'll get sarap, I'll get shrap, I'll get karma. If I don't shanty this man, and he doesn't get to meet with Ram, he's going to put shrap on my children, on my family. And either ways are damned. Either ways, I'm between a rock and a hard place. This is the end for me. This is the end for me. I am going to sacrifice myself. I have no choice. It is time for Ram Leela to finish. And Lakshman opens the door. And he says, brother, Sri Ram, Durvasa Rishi is for you outside. And their eyes make four. Yamraj in the blue form with the bison standing next to him disappears. In that moment, the breath of Ram is lost. Because now he says, oh brother, what did you do? Lakshman, why? I told you if you come in this room, you're going to die. Now you have to give up your life. Now Sri Ram is ready to go. Sheshnag is leaving the earth by the act of Durvasa Rishi. Now Sheshnag is going. And he walks very slowly to Suryo River. And he's going to go first. He says, brother, don't tarry. Don't hold back. It's time for us to leave. I'm going and I'll wait for you in Vaikuntha. You come back. By the will, by the work of Shiva in this example, he tricks Lord Vishnu. Come on, let's go again. Time for this work to finish. Wrap it up. When Sita Mata left, he was comfortable. No difference. He continues to enjoy the earth. But when Lakshman, he has something with this snake, time for the leela to finish. Let's hear what happens. Bola, bola, bum, bola. Come on, everybody. I have to finish early tonight. Bola, bola, bum, bola. Bola, bola, bum, bola. Aye Shivaratri Bambola.
Aye Shivaratri Bambola.
Shiva Shivaratri Bambola.
Shiva Shivaratri Bambola.
Shri Krishna ye dwarvalo Pariyakshya charita hitave Cham shrunuyatva Rukmini tam Kathaye yami kathaye tam. Aye Shivaratri Bambola.
Aye Shivaratri Bambola.
Shiva Shivaratri Bambola.
Shiva Shivaratri Bambola.
Testing the Dharma, the principles of Lakshman, Sri Ram sat with Durvasa after. And if you ever hear the katha where the head of the king had to roll in the dirt, where Hanuman has to go and protect the king, and that Panchmukh form comes, one of the version of that discourse. Sri Ram had to fight Hanuman for the first time. This was that discourse where Durvasa says, if you call yourself the establisher of righteousness, go and fight that king. On the other side, the king who was in trouble went and begged Anjani, please let your son protect me. No matter what mistake I make, please let him come and protect me. He said, no problem, my son, if he had to die, he will protect you. And on the battlefield now, Ram is facing Hanuman. Ram says, Hanuman, move to the side, I come to kill that fella. Prabhu, I love you, but my mother put me here. My mother said, I can't move, I have to protect him if I have to die. And in that discourse, when Sri Ram lets go the arrow to please Durvasa, Hanuman bows to the arrow, and the arrow has to drop by the foot. What kind of fight is this? Hanuman is bawling Jai Shri Ram to hit Ram. Tears running from Shri Ram's face now to injure the devotee, but Durvasa stand up there and he says, damage them. And you name king, and you say you're going to protect righteousness, stand up for their Dharma. Don't let Dharma fall. If you're true to your word, let me see you. And so happened with all the melee, according to the Katha. The king watching everything. Durvasa watching everything. Look now, God and devotee have to fight because of my wish. Trip, and the king roll on the ground. And Durvasa says, stop the fight. Even in this case, you hold to your Dharma. Look how I cause God to fight the Bhakt. Stop. Look what I say, the king head go roll on the ground. Look, it really roll. Stop the fight. And if you remember, a long time we had a picture where Hanuman used to hug up Sri Ram. So, you just see the embrace. This was that moment. He says, bless Hanuman with all your power, Vishnu. Ram, give him all your Vardhan. And this is where Lord Vishnu say, four on my head go stand up with you. Hanuman in the middle, the other four is Vishnu form, take my power and all his protectment devotee. Because you hold their Dharma, bless him. Nandi says, do you want to hear about the discourse where that same Durvasa, continuing to live, tested Krishna? He said, you want to hear divine Katha? He says, listen to how in that age where Krishna walked the earth, how Durvasa went to test Rukmini and Krishna. Time and time again, Shiva is working his leela. Listen to what happened. Brahma bhakta hai charita Krishna dwapar ye nar bharpalo. In that age, Krishna says with Rukmini that no matter what Brahman comes, we will serve them. We will listen to them. And any wish they ask for, anything they want, we will follow their instructions. We will take anything they tell us to do as the lead, and we will follow. Nothing will stop me. No matter how big my castle, how much gold, how much people I have as servants, I will always be loyal to that word, to my Dharma. And Durvasa wanted to come and test him now. And he reaches and he starts to act very crazy. Literally, he would take, if you ever hear the Agoric, they collect their urine. Not to be gross, but it is the truth. And they want to sprinkle you with urine. They want to sprinkle you with alcohol. They're naked now. And they behave in a very crazy way, as if they are out of control. Durvasa does it here. Rudra, Rudra, ye Krishna, Rukmini, Rakha, ye Bhava, Sayug, ye na, ye Yave, Suprit, Uvat, ye Yatam, Jai Shivaratri, Bhambola,
Jai Shivaratri, Bhambola.
Shiva, Shivaratri, Bhambola.
Shiva, Shivaratri, Bhambola.
He came and he would make Rukmini get up in the night, 12 o'clock in the night, he's calling for food. And with Krishna's permission, she would get up herself, not the servants, and go and cook the food. When she brings the food, he will kick away the food. That is not what I want. That sada roti is too fat. That sada roti is too hard. And he says, I want to sleep now. but she does not get angry. She holds to the vrat. That whilst you are staying in my home, have you ever had Pandit stay in the temple or in your home when you have yag and you have to take up the responsibility of feeding this person? I have to cook for them. I have to care for them. I am washing their clothes. I am looking after them. And the person is testing you. The person is different, difficult, and you are being tested. Will you hold to your dharma? Or will you say, man, this stupid Pandit, me are going through all of this. This stupid guest, this my stupid mother-in-law. Think what I say? Yeah, guess, Atri Dev, the guest is your God. I'm going to throw away that responsibility. I'm not going to do it. Nobody ever know. I'm going to spit in the food and get them a tea. Nobody ever know. Rukmini, no matter the taunt, no matter the test, he takes all type of disgusting things, stale food, and he wants to pelt her with it. He takes the lota and he pelts her with it. Bad treats this great queen. And Krishna encourages her, smiling, do your duty, do your duty, do not stop. And afterwards, after a long time, when the prayer they had finished, he tells them the last request, take fermenti. Fermenti is when you take gobar, you take wood ash, the oils, different ingredients now, and imagine we make it like a slurry. It doesn't have a shape. Soft. And you take it and you bathe the person. Take it and bathe your whole body with gobar in this way. And then do the last hawan. Then do the purnahuti. Rukmini bathed. She listened. She didn't ask. She didn't say anything. Krishna take it and he bathed too. This is a great king. And they did the puja. And Durvasa says, let your body become impervious. Let your whole body, wherever that gobar is sitting, nothing will harm you. But when the prayers finish, in the last portion of that discourse, it says Durvasa saw Krishna take off the shoes. He kept on the shoes. And the gobar did not touch the ankle and the foot. And he says, Krishna, what did you do? You see that portion on your foot? That portion is going to be a weakness. And when the person wants to destroy you, they will hit you in your ankle. They will use that ankle as your weakness. That is where that's your soft spot. Always remember that. Listening to the words of Durvasa, he says nobody is to know this. This is why, O Sanat Kumar, when in Gita, Krishna stood as the charioteer, all the weapon was passing, nothing harmed him. But when, you remember in Ramayana, Ram shoots the secret arrow in the bush. Sugriv, big brother Bali, gets the arrow and he dies. Bali in Krishna Katha is reborn as Jara in Bhagavad discourse. As a hunter now hiding in the bush, Krishna jump off the chariot and he leaves Daruk, the charioteer, to go by the peepar tree in just normal bush when it was time for him to leave the earth. And Jara, Bali reincarnate, shoots an arrow thinking the dark foot of Krishna is a there drinking water in the Yamuna. And by the ankle, the arrow penetrates the body. Bleeding, 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 bleeding. The blood is running. And the peepar tree starts to pull the blood. When you see ladies walking around the peepar tree, when they're doing puja by the peepar tree, when Shani puja is being done on Saturday by that peepar tree, why this tree has so much power? Krishna leaned up under the tree and the blood was pulling. And the power of Krishna then became resident in that tree. Wish granting, kalpa vriksha. One of the place, go and ask that tree for where you want, you okay? Because of the blood of Krishna. And this is how Krishna gets ready to leave the earth. Because of this wish by Durvasa, it was time for him to go. It was time for him to lift off. And this is how he did it. Aaye Shivaratri Bhambola. Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola.
Shiva Shivaratri Bhambola.
Bhola Bhola Bhambola.
Bola Bola Bhambola.
Bhola Bhola Bhambola.
Bola Bola Bhambola.
Aaye Shivaratri Bhambola. Shivaratri Bambola.
Shiva Shivaratri Bambola.
Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai. He says, Sanakumar, because of the leela of Durvasa, where it so happened, take the call, quick. It so happened that the shoes of Krishna would now be the weakness so that he would have to leave the earth. If you listen to that discourse in Bhagavad, how all the children, the ending, one day I'll do it with you. How does the Krishna leave? His son will cause the trouble in. Did you know that? When you hear people say Samba Sada Shiva, Samba is the son of Krishna. And Samba is this person who gets Krishna vexed. Krishna has to put trap on him. You feel you're too good looking, you feel you're too good, too handsome. And he makes him, when you hear people doing Suraj Puran, where does Suraj Puran Katha come from? Doing Sunday morning prayers? From the son of Krishna. When people have psoriasis and all these type of ailments, bad eczema and acne, and what did this do when people get chicken pox with the ghee? And they say, don't chunky, this do something. The science of those things come from the son of Krishna. So Samba, like Samba the bear, Samba is another form of Lord Krishna. But not the way, Lord Shiva, not the way you and I think. In this example, he takes the form to cause trouble. So that the Krishna Leela could finish. Because if Krishna is your uncle, if Krishna is your father, and he is all powerful and all pervading, how are you going to lose? When in the Mahabharata war, when in the end, remember Gandhari, the blind queen, in Gita Dhritarashtra, the blind king, his wife? She says, I had to live to see all my children die. Krishna, you could have stopped this fight at any time. I give you Shrap, Krishna. You see, before you die, you will live to see every one of your family dead. And they're going to die they will die at your hands. You will kill your own family. And if you hear that in Bhagavad discourse, Balaram and Krishna had to fight. And them same children fight each other. Uncle fighting nephew. They raise all their weapon. In drunken state, they drink rum. And they're ready to fight Krishna. And Balaram said, no. He says, in this time, I come this. When you hear people say he had that plow on his shoulder. He says, in this last moment, Krishna, I am not going to allow nobody to touch you. And this time, he tells him, after he destroys all of them, they're covered in blood, Dwarka ready to go into the earth. Call this your Gita to close here. Balaram says, in your last janam, when you was Ram, I was Lakshman. Today I did funeral, right? And you know, one of the questions people is asked, when you're coming back from the creek or the burning of the body, I see people is put all kind of craziness right in front of the house. One of them, they just put the piece of wood, the burning wood. That is when Sita Mata had to prove she purity and cross through the fire, cross over this burning wood. So the Hindu are no better. They say, well, if Sita Mata had to do it, you go do it now. No. Cleansing yourself is Gayatri mantra and the water with the till, the sweat of Lord Vishnu. So the person is supposed to simulate a bath. Rinse your mouth. When I went home from the funeral, I had to bathe outside with Gayatri, change my janev, then continue, then go on. In any situation, children born, you go to a funeral, you go to pray for people in the hospital, Gayatri and bathing, bath is always the way to clean. Imagine Baptists just put the pepper, Hindu, some branches of Hindu, but Baptists just put it in the catering container. And long time they used to put the pepper on top of the milk. So they see the pepper, so the spirit go and touch the pepper. Think what's in it? They transporting the food, the caterer just put the pepper in the takari. The crazy one is I want the pepper in the bhaji baba. You know where they put that pepper for? Yeah, you want to eat it? Alright. So they put the pepper in the food, they see it cleansing something, put the pepper outside. All you just come. I like to laugh, trust me. Just come and tell me the day somebody you know coming back from funeral, rub the maruga scorpion pepper and well, just come and tell me when it happened, please. Them things don't have no value for this type of cleansing. Spiritual cleansing is Gayatri mantra. That is why Gayatri is the most powerful prayer. Because of how cleaning, how purifying it is. And when you understand the value of water and the till, that little thing, when you see people throwing the water, so nothing is coming behind you to get wet. It's you're trying to, when the ash blow and it hit me, I'm trying to get it off of me. I'm trying to prevent that type of unclean from interfering with the running of my home. Please purify me. In this case, let's Balram tell him, you see, when, because it had a little vexing there. In Adhyatma Ramayana, it had a little vexing more than once between Ram and Lakshman. Lakshman says, I don't want to go and put my sister-in-law to walk through fire. What are you telling me? And Ram tell him, you follow my instruction. I'm big brother, you listen. Summary form. So in Balaram form now, he say, I am the big brother. Same Sheshnag, same Lakshman reincarnate. He says, this time you do where I tell you. I am returning to Vaikunt now. Blood covered, Dwarka slipped straight into the water. He says, I am going, organize yourself, and come on, this time is finished. Day after, Krishna, when Balaram leave, Krishna Leela finish. The arrow pass. Jara the hunter, he said, Prabhu, what kind of sin is this? How am I going to be responsible for killing you? He says, no, you don't remember, I had shot you from the bush in secret. And you are just enacting karma. You are fulfilling my Leela. Come home. And he takes his soul and he puts it here, never to come again. Put your hand together. I want to pause so we could do the Ashirvad part and thing. He says, Sanakumar, close your eye. This is for your benefit. He says, Sanakumar, there are many examples of how Durvasa, this entity of Lord Shiva, tests religious people. People hear, Sanakumar, about how Draupadi is spared from being raped. She had her cycle and she was one side. And Dushan is trying to rape that woman and disrespect her. But it was Durvasa whose cloth, did you know sometimes the Baba dhoti fall down? Oh God, it's so embarrassing. Hear me, listen. Durvasa clothes fall and Draupadi ripped she expensive sari and she said, Prabhu, just Baba, cover yourself. And because of that dan of that cloth, Lord Shiva, let it be. He tells her that when you need cloth, when you need rescuing, when you need saving, I bless you, that Krishna will always come. And your head will stabilize. For you who always, when you panic, think what I say. Your mind go run on Krishna. Me and you so good. She mind, when the pot, when Durvasa was coming to eat and she gave him the little rotten grain of rice. When there was raping she and she's squealing and she's bawling and Krishna comes to save her, it was because of Durvasa's blessings that this person was able to have the security of God's grace even when you are being tested the most. When everybody says there's no hope, by the blessing of Lord Shiva, O Sanat Kumar, believe that when you live up to your Dharma, when you hold to your principles, when you practice truthfulness, when you practice holding to your faith, even when you are being tested, even in those dark days, even in those horrific moments of death, destruction, you're trembling, you are crying, you are breaking, but you are praying. Then and only then could the impossible come possible. Believe it. God, the teacher of this world, is a testing God. He evaluates his children. You believe in me? Let me see if you really believe. In your life, you know more than me. God tests you every day from sunrise to sunset. Every time you go on the roadway, traffic, an accident. Every time your child open their mouth, every time they do something, every time they get sick, oh God, when it got stopped? Test after test after test. This life is a test. And Lord Shiva is the teacher. He's the tester. Dear God, bless me, like in this example, to like these people, to overcome his test. When he come in with all ferocious ferocity, when he comes in different ways and it doesn't look like it have a solution, God bless me by virtue of this discourse. Give me the motivation, give me the voice inside my head, give me the answer what to do. Bless the person that caused another individual to listen to the katha of Durvasa. Bless the person that allows their ears to absorb it. Give that person the solace that Lord Shiva will dance that form who is called Sadashiva. That person who is red with flames dancing over all the predicament and all the obstacles. That Shiva will dance in your life. He will play with you. He will push you. He will test you. He will bring you to the limit. When a person understands how Shiva Baba works, give them the solace that although he is the testing God, he is also the merciful God. It is possible to have a miracle in your life if you just believe in it. It could happen. Ya idam shrunuvatskaya Durvasa katha punyam munina Shiva bhakta Shiva loka Shiva sukha patrena cha nama Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya. Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Let me just take a pause here and I'll pass to Pandit. Somebody going to say something. While we get in that person, we have to do with Gita and we have to do with Ashirvad part and we fit in everything tonight. So let me share the mic at this time.
Sitaram, everyone.
Sita.
My job tonight is a very simple one. It's so simple, it might be a little difficult to condensate. But nevertheless, it's an important task, and it's to deliver the vote of thanks. Firstly, nothing can happen without Bhagwan's blessings. We thank him for giving us this opportunity to host this 3 nights Shiv Gyan in a safe and conducive manner. To Panditji and your wonderful versatile group, thank you for delivering these beautiful kathas, bhajans, experiences, and life lessons. I noticed that everyone was attentive and very captivated in your discourses. You broke it down in such a manner that everyone here, big and small, would have understand. So it was such an honor in having you here, Panditji, along with your group. To the Shiva Harijan family. Now, Panditji, this is where my list gets a little long. And I know that everyone's probably a little hungry right now. And we're going out with a kind of traditional feast tonight. So please bear with me for a couple of minutes. To the members of the temple who came out and cleaned up, and to the youths who came out and decorate, thank you very much. I especially want to thank all the hardworking ladies who sacrificed their time and energy in organizing and cleaning this mandir weeks in advance. So, ladies, you all are our pillars, and nothing could function in this temple without you all. I thank you very much. The kitchen staff, thank you for preparing these most delicious meals for us day after day. Now, let me tell you something. I hope Panditji doesn't mind me saying this, but he was here last night when most of you all left, and he was talking about the bread and chana. and how he had never tasted something so exceptional. So compliments to the kitchen staff.
Let me just give them a round of applause. That's true.
To Pandit Sikumar ji, our president, thank you for bringing this opportunity to the temple. I know under your thriving leadership, good things are to come in the future. To everyone who donated and contributed toward this celebration, I thank you. And to you, the audience, thank you all for coming out to witness Panditji's exceptional and enlightened discourse. If I have left out anyone, I humbly apologize and extend my gratitude towards you all. Just two quick announcements. On Friday coming, we will be celebrating our Mahashivratri celebration. We will be starting from 6 p.m. and going straight until 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. Feel free to bring your offerings and stay with us the entire night. We also have Sunday morning service here starting at 8, so please do come out. And I think that's it for me. I'd like to mention before, a feast is cooked up in the back, so I invite everyone to please stay and partake. It's buffet style. So you are entering from the west of the mandir and making your way to the back. Yeah? All right, thank you very much. Have a safe journey back home. Sitaram.
Sitaram. Any? That's it? Okay. Whenever I think as Sanatanis, this is what we have to do, because if we are careful, we will lose what we have. You know, in the last yaga I was doing last week, it had all the drama with this thing that was happening in Parliament Park. It started back this morning. Promises were made that, you know, that behavior would stop. This morning at 11 o'clock in Parliament Park, it had some ruksha. But, and I guess we could watch it in more than one way and say, well, you know, it's wrong. Well, other religion attacking our religion. Long story short. Simple language. You could get vexed and you could see, you know, you're bad for doing that. And I agree, it's not right. We should have, according to our laws, the right, you know, to believe what I believe and respect what I believe. We are the only group. People could walk on the road and condemn your flag and stop you. And let me tell you about God. Tell you about the real God, right? That is true. It is in the law that we have the freedom, but somehow our freedoms go out of the door. On the other side, it talks about the need for you to practice your Dharma. When people get angry, when elders get angry because children are, you know, now in this age, I don't think people have, I was talking to somebody, we were talking about Nam Sanskar, elders here, correct me if I'm wrong. The Pandit tell you the child named Samrati, long time, Samrati, but I'll put Glenda as the middle name, just so that they would be able to put it on the application and maybe they would get a normal job. Today's children, grandchildren, may not appreciate that pressure that our people, I have to say, survive. Because we are still here and temples still stand up and we're still going. But if we don't practice what we believe in, correct me if I'm wrong, long ago, would we do Viva Sanskar wedding, full wedding, on a Saturday? David Auntie, if I had to bathe if we had to bathe the lady 6 days, 12 days on a Saturday proper, 6 days, understand what I say? 6 days after the baby born, and we are custom bathing and facing northeast or whatever Baba say, and if Saturday come, and that is the 6th day, no pandit, 7th day, we go bathe tomorrow morning, not on a Saturday, not on a shani day. But now, And I'm just using an example because everybody have a wedding. Now, for convenience, well, we're going to do the prayers on Saturday. The day when Shanitas caused depression, difficulty, hardship, breaking, divorce, mashing up. Do it for convenience. Everybody go do the prayers on Saturday and they go fet on Sunday and go to work Monday. And it'll be real nice. If you start to make compromises on everything, what we're going to end up with in the near future, you may not recognize where you're going. In our Dharma, the fashion change, the style change, and I included the pundit in that too. In my way, for myself, I make sure, for example, if I read Ramayana or any text, I believe, I was doing Ramayana when I was doing the Ram Janam Bhumi temple. And one of them children asked me, well, they never hear the Ramayana Visarjan to close off the Ramayana. Ramayana Visarjana hoto hai, suno veera Hanuman. The passage they say at the end, in your Ramayana, you have the satsang. How much time it is? Do it the proper way, standard way. Jo hi sumirata siddhi hoy. It seems like when we grandparents were there, it had a standard, and the standard dropped. And I'm talking, as a pundit, I'm talking about pundit, I'm talking about myself. But I also came from grandparents. If the Baba, I getting gray, I just forget. I does forget me how to life for it. If me have a book in front of me, I'm hopeless. I feel like my head it going through. You know how she does remember everything. God bless you. But I remember a time when Hindu knew their prayers to the point, Pandit, don't forget to put the kasaili. Pandit, we had to pop that flag, But now, we're doing jag, we go pop the flag tomorrow. And it's okay. It's okay. Understand what I'm saying, everybody? This is your money. This is you fasting. But you authorize and you're okay with the shortcut. In fact, you know what people don't like me for that? All you go sign, all this pesse, man. Everything you want to do straightforward. So, man, pull a shortcut in between. If you want to do the correct prayers, you is not the popular pundit. If you want to do the right thing, honest to God, you're going to be the popular one. I'm okay with that, because I believe you go there and you have to face God too. So I'm okay with that. If I have to be popular for the wrong reason, I don't feel I want to be popular. Personally. If you have in prayers, what are you doing? Pandit, we get gobar. Don't worry about that. Pandit, we get kush grass. We can use mango leaf. Pandit, we get the right type of flowers. What is the right type of flowers? Flowers with a little scent. Same, how it is called, the bunch one? Exora. Exorant. That one. And we used to pull out this stick, man. It had the little drop. Remember them days? That's the value of the flowers. You're doing your hawan. Make sure I get the right kind of hawan. The wood, not pitch pine. Did you know that? The rule for hawan wood? The smoke must give you white smoke, not sooty black smoke. So imagine, I'm just saying, when you prepare with your Baba, where we just focus on the pundit, we talk about tarya, we talk about if it's cream wheat parsad or whole wheat parsad or how the next one, patch parsad, but we don't focus on that part. It don't matter. But then the same, let me just say, Baba, take his sankani bell, good for him, and he blow it by 10 house here. Let me be fair. You feel 10 house going and get through with everything they pray for? Nah, boy. 10 red flag going up, 10 set up parsad chain, but not 10 house going and end up happy. For the children here, the variable is how the person prayed. That's the only thing we change. How you think. When you go and you do your prayer, I don't know if you remember this, why they say Gayatri ni Hawana when you finish? And we just say Gayatri 3 times when the prayer is finishing. Every time I say Gayatri, the value of it, it burns away the sin of 24 hours. It cleanses. So the morning of the prayers now, you know how much it is cost and how much it is given. So the prayer is going unfinished. So the person says, Dear God, forgive me how my mind was. In case my mind, I hate this husband of mine, and I think everything bad. Dear God, forgive me. This mouth, the amount of cuss I cuss them children to get up this morning. God, forgive me. Second one. The third one, in case I went by the neighbor and I thief the knee belief and I didn't ask for it, but I come in the prayers to say, Dear God, accept my knee belief. You know how you just do it? Forgive me for every mistake I make. I am the weakness. I'm glad, thank you for accepting me and my family and the group and everything. For these 3 nights I get to spend with you. I enjoy reading this discourse for you. And I hope, if just by watching that Shiva, as you all walk for all Shivratri, whether here or whichever temple, I hope that in your Dharma, you could do better. I remember coming here, you know how long ago, and God bless you that you're still here leading your flock. You're doing a good job. Keep them going. Everybody give me Baba a clap. With all, people don't understand that, eh? In his defense, everybody suffers from traffic. Traffic come now worse than diabetes. But Baba have to reach on time. Agreed? Pandit reach late yet. Kill him. You reach late by Pandit. Oh God, Babs, and you know. To live your life, you have to pay your bills. You're making the time. But now you take your life that God give you. And it's not only about pray for myself, but I have to take the life and spend it to help other people and teach other people. Baba, on behalf of everybody, thank you for the sacrifice and for your mother and everybody. For the people who take the time to make and clean. One day, God spare life, I'll get to read it for you. Have a katha. You see how you saw it during the pandemic. There was a pity of mother where there was a cookie broom. During pandemic, during epidemic sickness running through the village, they just used this broom. That's why we did jarry with cookie broom. And this broom became popular with a form of Devi where she came to sweep where the lingam was. And the person who just get the karma that God put it so. Now, in all fairness, I've gone in all kind of temple in my younger days. And you just hear temple people, oh God, why we alone have to sweep this temple? And what is that blessing? Poor thing you feel is a sin. The person is handpicked by Lord Shiva to sweep his temple where the lingam is, truthfully. Not everybody have that blessing. But if you hear that, you will never, never cry over the ability to come and wipe that murti or sweep this temple or your temple at home. How sorrowful it is that you go buy the murti in the puja store or wherever you get it. Boast, look, I got a nice murti. But then, back from going and clean and maintain that murti is so loved. When trouble come, when that's him, Shiva ready to test you. Then remember, good and bad coming from God. Please practice your Dharma. Not only when we in Kirtan Sari, but when you're really there by yourself in your house, practice that Shiva and that Shiva worship. From next week, I'll be, where I'll be, girl? I'm reading. See when Mommy Baba look up, so she texts. She texted, she made. I think I'll be in Faizabad. How the temple name? Kashinath temple. If all you have time, I'll come. I read in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just before the Friday for the Shivratri. Friday night, I got the whole day home. I do in the daytime as we running into Triodicee, into the Shivratri. Because of crime, I'm doing it at different time. Different people in wheelchair and all kind of thing. During the day, in the night, we're going to have things going on all day. If you are a member of this temple, come to your temple and support your temple. What is Shivratri? In a nutshell, Shivratri is the night when Shiva comes in every linga. They have one special and one not special. All is Shiva. So you find yourself in the right place and do what you could. We talked about the first night, the 5 things you have to prepare. Tonight, Darius, my godson, come and this you just use it in your kush kush. You know this flowers? And they hear about lang lang. You go smell it. We go pass it for them. Smell it. And in it, when you use the wood and you use the right type of flowers, you go smell. Come on, Shanti, hold this. If you smell these flowers, try and smell it. Where will find this at? I keep it just for you to see it and smell it. If you get flowers like this and you offer it on your lingam, you're going to understand. This is raw perfume. This is boiled. Pass it now, get him. This is boiled and it is getting oil with this take and offer on your Hanuman Murti and thing. And also, Mommy Baba wanted to bring from the prayer room just for her to see last night when I talk about the sank. When you see people doing puja for sank, there's the one where you just blow with the hole, right? Watch how it turn. Watch this one now. If I put it here, this one don't have a hole. Watch how it turn, the twist different. I'm going to pass this for you as part of your prayers. I just worry about it. Who was here earlier, get to use it to offer water on the lingam. Right? So while it's coming around, just touch it to your head, make sure and touch it, say your prayers, and pass it. This is a form of Lakshmi. People use this, they bathe with this, they offer prayers with this to get the blessing of Lakshmi. The sick, the blessing will be health. For the person who have family problem, peace in their life. You name it. Somebody help me here, please. Dar. Whilst this happening, I think. Yeah, go. I have no watch. Yeah, we have time. Whilst we're doing this, everybody, perhaps are going and do this Shiva Stotra. You will sprinkle. Yeah, your water. Shiva. Alright, I'll let you know. Let's sit down as these things coming around. I want you to just consider that flowers. In Shiv Puja, it have different flowers to use. We'll talk more about it another time. God bless you. We will get to be together again. Touch that sank as it coming around. Put your hand together meanwhile. Close your eye, bow your head. Ladies, cover your hair. Baba is going to come around sprinkling. Shiva Ram Stotra is where you're asking him to bless me to be victorious. You know what is the fight home. The fight with the person who's sick will be different to the person fighting for money, to pay the bills, to hold on to the job, fighting in the marriage. What is the fight? What is the battle? Dear God, bless me to be victorious. Shiva Hari, Shiva Rama Saki Prabhu. Pray. Trividata Panivarana He Vibhu Ajajanishwara Yadav Pahi Mam. Everybody. Shiva
Hari Vijayam Kurumevaram
Kamalalochana Ramadaya Hara Guru Gajarakshaka Gopati Shivatano Bhava Shankara Pahi Mam. Everybody.
Shiva Hari Vijayam Kurumevaram
Sujana Ranjana Mangala Mandiram Bhajati Te Purusha Paramam Param Bhavati Tasya Sukham Paramam Bhutam. Shiva
Hari Vijayam Kurumevaram
Jaya Yudhishthira Vallabha Bhupate Jaya Jaya Jita Punya Payo Nidhe Jaya Kripa Maya Krishna Namostute. Shiva Hari
Vijayam Kurumevaram
Shiva Hari Vijayam Kurumevaram. Shiva Hari Vijayam Kurumevaram. Gita Ganga cha Gayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahma Vidya Brahma Valdi Trisandhya Mukta Gehini Artamata Chirananda Bhav Agni Bhavanashni Veratray Parananta Tattvarata Jnana Manjari. Oh Arjun, that verse coming from the Mahatyam, the 18th name and the 18th chapter in Gita. I opened here chapter 15, verse 19. O Arjun, the wise man, the wise woman that realizes me, knows me in my constant form, meaning in every different way, in the sky, in the water, in the earth, in the plant. Think about what you do as a Hindu. Where does God not live? That person worship me. Bow to the tulsi plant, bow to the cow, bow to the mud, bow to the sun. You do it. And that person realizes very quickly that he or she is living within me. Where does God live? Only in the temple on a Sunday? No, no, no. God is shining over me. God is holding me up. God is surrounding me. Sitaram, everybody. God is around me. And then one day, you'll reach to the point, God is inside of me as well. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Let's all stand as we do closing arati, as we bring the curtain down on this yagya. Karpura Gaudam Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hriday Ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Nama. You sing now. Sahitam Namami. Together everybody, just a couple of verses.
Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara, Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Hare Dhangi Dhara, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Hare Dhangi Dhara. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara, Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara. Ekanan Chaturanan Panchanan Raje, Ekanan Chaturanan Panchanan Raje, San Garudahasan Vrishabhahan Saje. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara, Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara. Shwetambar Pitambar Bhagambar Ange, Shwetambar Pitambar Bhagambar Ange, Brahmadik Tanakadik Bhutadik Sange. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara, Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara. Dharma Mandalu Chakra Trishulධාરી, Karmagika Mandal Chakra Trishulධාરી, Sukhari Dukhari, Jagpalanakari. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara, Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara. यह आरती शिव जी की जो कोई नर गावे, यह आरती शिव जी की जो कोई नर गावे, कहत शिवानंद स्वामी सुख संपत्ति पावे। ओम जय शिव ओंकारा, हरे शिव ओंकारा, ओम जय Shiva Omkara, Hare Shiva Omkara.
Close your eyes, and talk to him just a little bit. I have 1 minute before 9 o'clock. Ahibhushana Shiva Gaurinath. All you know this man. Sing for him, Alvin. Ahibhushana Shiva Gaurinath, Paramasumangala Kashinath, Paramasumangala Kashinath, Girijaranga, Girijaranga Paramananda, Shamadev, Shamadev. You is the one who could give forgiveness, boy. Oh Shiva, oh partner, oh friend. Shamadeva Priya Ganganath. Om Namah Shivaya.
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 From your heart, as we conclude our yagya, O Ishwar, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for this place. Thank you for sending this message, giving me the karma to be in such a company, to learn and listen. Prabhu, in my heart, I feel, say the words that you feel. If you feel happy, if you feel peaceful, if you feel calm, if you feel empty, if you feel drained, if you feel grateful, you use your words. You know how you feel. Thank you, O Ishwar, for affording me the opportunity to listen and to learn about you. That Shivratri is coming, and because of your wish and your will and your maneuvering, you brought it to my ears. You brought it close to me, the knowledge that I need, the inspiration. Sometimes when we gain a little test, when I'm going down the wrong road, God usually want to pull me back. Thank you. In simple language, thank you tonight. Thank you for the prasad that I'm about to receive. Prasad, by definition, anything that you touch. When I get it, God remind me, touch the prasad, the manbog, touch it to your head and your heart. Let that prasad enrich my life. When I get the charan amrit and I get it in my hand, taste it from washing the shaligram, taste it. Prabhu, thank you for everything these people do so that I, the sinner, could get the blessing. Wow. It is really work in my life, God. Tvameva Mata. With all your love.
Sapita Tvameva.
Tvameva Van.
Jasika Tvameva.
Tvameva Vidya.
Ravinam Tvameva.
Tvameva Sarvam.
Mama Deva Deva.
Tvameva Sarvam.
Mama Deva Deva.
Om Shanti. Everybody.
Shanti.
Shanti. Hari Om. Prem Solomapati Mahadeva ki jai. Pavanaputra Hanuman ki jai. Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Sitaram, everybody. Everybody, please have your seat. Whilst Arti coming around and the lifting the khalsa to do Visarjan with it. Whilst they're closing off, I have my niece and them, I see them little babies and them, all the time my hobby. My small sister, the one in the green, and the little one, them Kumkaran was sleeping there, them just keep me busy. And they tell me when they was coming, I had to sing a song. So I had to sing for Krishna before I go home tonight, else it could be trouble. Vishnam Vishnam Sridharam Madhavam Madhusudhanam
Krishnam Vishnam
Vishnam
Sridharam
Vishnam Sridharam Madhavam Madhusudhanam
Krishnam Vishnam Sridharam Madhavam Madhusudhanam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Shri Rama
Govindam Shri Rama
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Shri Rama
Govindam Shri Rama
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari
Govindam
Govindam
Hari Govindam
Govindam Shri Rama
Govindam Shri Rama
Ramam Ramam Raghupati
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 Krishnam Vishnam Sridharam Madhavam Madhusudhanam
Krishnam Vishnam Sridharam Madhavam Madhusudhanam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Shri Rama
Govindam Shri
Govindam Shri
Rama
Rama
Shri Rama
And you say you can play drum. And you can play drum. Come. Let me go. Govindam Hari Govindam
Hari Govindam
Govindam Shri Ramam
Govindam Shri Rama
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Hari Govindam
Govindam Shri Ramam
Govindam Shri Rama
Ramam Ramam Raghupati
Ramam Ramam Raghupati
Ramam Ramam Raghupati
Ramam Ramam Raghupati
Krishnam Vishnam Sridharam Madhavam Madhusudhanam
Krishnam Krishnam Sridharam Madhavam Madhusudhanam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Hari Govindam
Govindam Shri Ramam
Govindam Shri Rama
Govindam Shri Rama Govindam Shri Ramam 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 Raghupati Ramam Ramam Raghupati Ramam 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 Raghupati Krishnam Vishnam Sridharam Madhavam Madhusudanam Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai.